Wow, man, you must be such a pro at going up this driveway.
Yeah, it's so good having a reversing camera. It's been I've never had one before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's all those years of being old school and being able to just do it yourself.
That's right, but it really does make a difference because we've got some subtle turns, quite an incline, and a tricky road when you get out as well.
All right, so I am here with my mate Nikki. Nikki, we are in what? What is your electric car?
It's a Kona. It's a Highlander from 2019.
And so just to explain, the Highlander is the top spec, right?
Yeah, it was the 2020 car of the year according to drive.com. But I'm not quite sure how that works. It's a 2019, but it obviously was eligible.
And you bought this car second-hand, is that right?
Yeah, it was ex-lease. And so we saw it advertised, and it wasn't immediately obvious it was ex-lease, but we were totally open to that.
Yeah.
We were thinking that there might be some ex-lease coming on the market. So yeah, we had to go to kind of a dealer for it, but it was a lease dealer rather than a usual car yard, so it certainly didn't have any of the usual kind of salesperson pitch.
So how did you find the process of buying an electric car versus buying a petrol or a diesel car?
Well, there was a lot to learn. Internet and your Electrify this was really helpful to just pick up some of those. Well, there's a heck of a lot. It's all quite simple once you know it, but it's a whole different way of thinking about a car. And I'm used to wanting to, know all the basics so that we're not reliant on anybody. So there was quite a lot of research to do.
You did do a lot of research, I thought. Yeah. All over it.
Well, it was good. We don't like buying and selling cars, so we didn't want to have to do it often. We want to make a right choice, and we didn't want to spend too much. Right.
And what car did you own before this car?
We still have it actually. It's a Land Cruiser, 4.5 litre, 1998. I think it is 93 maybe. So yeah, we went around Australia and that tenting for a year. Very fond of that car, and but it's a petrol guzzler and a polluter. So we knew it was on its way out, but we weren't quite ready to get rid of it. So it was a good time to get an EV. We had solar put in. Yeah. And
that's how you charge this car primarily?
Yeah, just plug it into a 3-point plug at home.
So you're just charging off your granny charger, like off your portable charger?
Yeah, but we have the option to go into a fast charger, which is about 8 k's away, which we've done once just to know we can. We've never needed to. Right. So yeah, we just charge it, and I work from home mostly, and it all works seamlessly. Sort of thing you think about a lot before you buy. But we didn't get a special charger. I'm glad we didn't. We would never have didn't need to use it. Yeah. And we've got that wonderful feeling of charging off the solar, that nice sort of closed unit, and then consuming the power directly through the car.
So do you think that range anxiety people have before they buy an electric car is kind of a bit overblown?
It certainly is for people with 2 cars.
Right.
I think a lot of people with 2 cars really think about that a lot. It's just like, so you actually have 2 cars? Yeah. So if you wanted to, you could use it. Well, yeah, we could. Actually, there's a guy at work I know who got an EV through his tax, benefits through his business. And he ended up choosing one within 2 weeks. He had 2 cars for the family, and subsequently they were both of them so happy with the EV, they got a Volvo, that they sold their second car.
Really?
And that was for long trips. And he said it's so easy. We got an Airbnb. We could charge it at the holiday house. Yeah. Once we realised there was no drama, there was no reason to keep the second car. So that's a family. There's 2 of us, both adults, and we have a lot more flexibility. But yeah, that's how he found us. I thought that was really interesting.
Would you ever go back to a petrol car?
No. Not if we had the money. Like, we did push it a bit to buy this, but because it was second hand and a few years old, we got a good deal on it.
Yeah, you did.
And we got a much higher spec car than we would have if we'd bought new. and we got a longer range, and we got a car that could take a roof rack. You know, all things that were important to us.
Have you ever gone camping and done stuff in this?
No, we haven't yet. Just for other sort of personal reasons, we haven't.
Yeah.
But the potential is definitely there. It's got a plug-in for a fridge. There's definitely enough space, and you can get a roof rack on this. So we may, in fact, do that. We've got that ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, charging's easy. The Sunday drive is a really beautiful thing that's come back into our lives because there's no guilt or no need to concern ourselves. We're just like, oh, let's go for a drive. I'll tell you something else which is very exciting. We go up the pass road, and it zips up very beautifully up, and on the way back we get a little thrill looking at the kilometres clicking back on.
Oh, that you've gained for your battery.
Yeah, we have it on Regen 3 now. When we
Yep.
got it, we were just one that felt comfortable, and you know, like all these things that you just get used to
Yeah.
much quicker than you think you will. I suppose the one thing to mention with the car is that with the model, I understood from the forums that the 12-volt battery had been a bit of a weakness, and 5 years on from the car being born, we needed to replace the 12-volt battery.
Right.
So we've just done that. And then when we've gone for servicing, which we've done, that was a little bit behind on a couple of recalls, but the dealership, who we booked in with, just fixed it all up. So there's just been no dramas. And the NRMA, who came out when the car wouldn't start, which was a bit scary to be honest,
Yeah.
they said, this happens to all cars, it's no different.
Yeah,
And
that's
they-
true, isn't it? You know?
They said, oh no, don't worry about it. It's just every car has a 12-volt battery that fails. All
Yeah.
batteries need to be replaced. And I
Yeah.
thought that was really good, and they had a really good system of checking with their senior, because they do EV training. Some do and some haven't done it yet, you know. So we felt like, you know, they really communicated well with us, and we were learning a lot just from talking with them about how they see it as roadside assist.
Yeah. That's actually a really good point about the 12-volt. All the things we fresh about electric cars.
That's it. And we still go to the service station. It's just to buy ice cream.
Oh, thank you, Nikki. That is absolutely brilliant. And I love hearing from real people, right? And particularly, actually, I think you're the first person that I've interviewed that has bought a second-hand car. So that's great.
Yeah, I think more people should do it, actually.
Yeah.
Because it was certainly worth it for us. Yeah.
You made a massive saving. You saved something like 25 grand on your car, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean,
and this is
that's
future-proof.
depreciation. I don't think
Yeah.
it's probably not that different if we'd gone in an ICE car for the same age, you know,
Yeah.
in depreciation. But you know, we were very happy with that.
Yeah, and it's got amazing range, this car, isn't it? What's the range on it?
Yeah, it's about 510
Yeah.
on the clock, but it, you know, it doesn't. We haven't quite tested it to that full.
Yeah.
But that's plenty for us.
But
yeah.
that is, for a car that was built in 2020, that's amazing.
Yeah. Well, it's actually 2019, but
Okay.
on the thing. But there's something that must have happened towards the calendar year end, and it ticked over or something.
Yeah. All right. Well, brilliant. There you go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I always forget to say that.
Well, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.